Deadline Day. It is April 15th. It is Thursday. In a normal situation, and when's the last time it's been normal, we would have our taxes due on this date. But the Fed gave us an extension on our taxes. They don't have to be in until Sutton the Mai this year, May 17th. Still, tax services are busier than ever before. What's going on? Let's get caught up. Rhonda Herman runs Evergreen Tax Services in Fargo. They're right over there on Page Drive in Fargo, and she's been kind enough to stop for a second, put her pencil down, and join us this afternoon from her office at Evergreen Tax Services. Welcome to KFGO, Rhonda Herman.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, it's our pleasure. Rhonda, I want to start off the top a little bit of personal stuff before we get into any kind of taxes. This tax extension, while most Americans have been just loving the money we're getting, the stimulus money from the government, and loving the extensions, people in your business, this has been really hard for you guys.
It has. Basically, it's trying to juggling the books, making sure we can get everybody in that we need to, and just helping the best we can with everybody coming through, wanting help with taxes. So
have a lot of people wanted their taxes still done today, April 15th, and why?
Absolutely. Well, April 15th has always been the deadline for decades. And so the last 2 years, we've actually had the deadlines extended. Last year was July 15th, and then this year is May 17th for extensions. So it's been ongoing.
So you've been doing taxes since July?
Yes. Yes.
You ready for a vacation?
I am. I am very ready for vacation. More like a stay vacation would be wonderful.
A staycation? Just go home and nobody bother me? Not have the phone ring?
Exactly, yes.
Rhonda Herman is with Evergreen Tax Services, and she joins us today. We're talking about tax deadline day today. Rhonda, why are you a tax accountant? Were you always good at math? Why are you in this business?
I actually was led into it. Somebody suggested I would be really good at it, went and kind of studied up on it, worked it for a while, and thought, yeah, this is kind of my niche. I enjoy it. I actually enjoy taking a complex situation and try to turn it simple for everybody else. Wow. That's what I find the joy in it.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of us who need it simplified.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Did anything change besides the deadline day when the IRS extended to July last year and to May this year? Were there any other changes that perhaps people didn't know about by changing the deadline date on your taxes?
Actually, one of the things that changed the most recently here within mid-March was the American Rescue Plan Act. And in that actually was part of the third stimulus that we received, that $1,400 per person. But there's also changes to the child tax credit, the advance payment. There's advance payment on child tax credit now, and earned income, along with dependent care credits.
So
has been changed.
Walk us through a little bit of that. What does that mean to people who have kids?
Okay. To kids, child tax credit is actually, in 2020, for tax year 2020, child tax credit is $2,000 per child under the age of 17. For 2021, this coming year, it increases to $3,000 per qualifying credit per child over the age of 6 and older. And if they're ages 1 through newborn to 5, it's $3,600 per child tax credit
per child.
Yeah, yeah.
So I wonder,
it's fully refundable. Yeah.
So I wonder if parents realize that. Do you run into that a lot when you're preparing taxes, that people may have forgotten about that or need a prompt?
Absolutely. I actually have a flyer in my office that I give clients to that have children that fit into this.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And then another portion of it, too, there's an advance payment of the child tax credit. And get this, okay? The IRS has instructed to establish a program for making periodic payments to taxpayers for the advance payment of the child tax credit. So basically what's happening is you're going to get 50% of your child tax credit refunded to you in a periodic payments starting July 1st. For
going into next year?
Yes.
Boy, this is a great deal for parents then.
It is. It really is. There's some good things here.
So it's advance payments for the children's tax credit to taxpayers, and it starts in July. Can you tell us how that works?
basically what this is what I'm assuming. Starting July 1, they're going to do 6 periodic payments for half the child tax credit that was claimed on the children in 2020 in your tax return. And so they're probably going to direct deposit into your account, or they're going to mail you a check.
Wow. That is fantastic for mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is.
So what about grandma, grandpa, that are the people that are taking care of kids? Do they get this tax credit if they're the ones that are actually taking care of the children?
Absolutely. Whoever claims that child on that tax return will get this credit.
Okay. Wow, is that a great deal? So moms and dads, I hope you're all aware of the child tax credit that's going on. 6 payments starting in July, direct deposits into your account. Well, that's incredible.
50% of that child tax credit. Yep, exactly.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's huge.
And
then another one.
Yeah, please.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And then another one that has come about is unemployment. A lot of people collected a lot of unemployment this past year, and up to $10,200 of that unemployment is non-taxable.
Wow.
Yeah.
Non-taxable income up to $10,200 from the money that you got from the government. Unemployment that you got from the government. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Well, that's really huge, too. So if you found yourself unemployed and you're taking money, the first $10,200 of that unemployment stimulus that you got from the government is not taxable. That's incredible. And your stimulus... go ahead. I keep interrupting you. Go ahead.
And then the unemployment, too. If you had already filed your tax return before the American Rescue Act has been sent and you got unemployment on that, the IRS is actually going to amend and send you the tax difference back to you.
Wow.
It's going to amend your tax return, yeah.
That's fantastic. And on top of all this, your stimulus check is not taxable. That message seems to still be stuck with some people. Any stimulus that you got from the government in the last year or so is not taxable, correct?
Correct. It's a credit. It is a credit. And a credit is basically, it goes against the taxes that you owe.
Well,
so you could actually get it all refunded back to you. I've had several clients come in and they haven't received even their second stimulus payment.
Okay.
So when you get your taxes filed, that's when you get your stimulus payment.
Oh, boy. Well, you make sure you get your taxes filed so you get your stimulus. My wife is an internal auditor, so she's kind of lives in this world, and she handles all that stuff. So that stuff has come electronically through us. And speaking of filing electronically, this is still new to some people, filing electronically. Do you mind walking us through a little bit of that? By the way, we are on the air with Rhonda Herman today. She's with Evergreen Tax Services. It would have normally been tax deadline day today, but it's been extended to May 17th, although a lot of people still wanted their taxes to be done and in by today. One of the ways that you can do that, and the government kind of is pushing us towards this too, is filing electronically. Among the many benefits, Rhonda, you'll get that stimulus check a lot quicker.
Exactly. If you electronically file your tax return and you're getting a refund, that refund will come to you normally in 8 to 21 days.
Wow.
Versus a check can take up to 3 weeks. So
make sure that you file electronically.
Yeah.
Is filing electronically safe? Do you file everyone's taxes electronically through your business nowadays?
Yes, I do. I do. I file everybody that I possibly can electronically. And the reason why I do it is it gets to them quicker. We know they received it. There's actually a paper trail of when it was received and what was done with it versus mailing it.
Yeah, it's way better. But there's a lot of us that are still stuck in the same old ways. Some of us are afraid of that computer, though, Rhonda.
I know. I understand. But unfortunately, the IRS is pushing more for technology and doing everything electronically.
So just have your stuff done through Rhonda, and then she'll take care of that end of it. So, Rhonda, one of the things my wife was actually pushing this question was if you're filing electronically, and heaven forbid you're doing it yourself or something, and you have put in a wrong number on your bank account or put in wrong information and hit send. And now you need to change that information because you're not going to get a refund from the government. There's a number wrong, on your bank number, whatever it is. How do you go and change that number?
You have to call the IRS to get it changed.
Oh.
Yeah, and that phone number is 1-800-829-1040. I mean, that's the best way to do it.
Oh boy! So there's
Yeah.
so if if you are filing your own taxes and you are doing it electronically and you enter in, everyone's bank accounts, there's quite a few numbers, there's all things. So if you enter something wrong, even one little number, you have to go through the IRS to get it changed. I imagine the burning hoops you have to jump through only start when you make that call.
Exactly. And then sometimes, too, if you don't catch it and it goes to the bank and the bank doesn't know what account it goes to, they'll actually send it back to the IRS.
Oh, boy.
And then they'll mail you a check. So you're looking at, months before you even get that refund.
Oh, my. Have you had this happen every now and then through, filing taxes? Have you ever had this happen to you?
I have once in a while. I've actually been filing taxes for 12 years. So I've seen it happen a few times.
So do you have anybody?
Yeah.
Do you have anybody that's a friend of yours, somebody you count on that works at the IRS? Is there such a thing?
No, I don't have anybody I know at the IRS. That's an awesome question.
Rhonda Herman at Evergreen Tax Services. So, Rhonda, as busy as you are and as much as you need a break now, and you're hoping the COVID's behind us so we don't get any more of these extensions that will make tax preparers' lives miserable, are you still taking clients in the midst of all this?
I am. I'm still taking clients.
All right. So if you're staring into the abyss of taxes being due and et cetera, you don't know what to do, get a hold of Rhonda Herman at Evergreen Tax Services. They're over there on Page Drive, not too far away from the University of Mary building. And Rhonda, what's the phone number over there you'd like people to call?
Sure. It's 701-552-9606.
Why'd you call it Evergreen Tax Services? Did you have something to do with calling it that?
Actually, I was with myself and another friend, and we're just throwing some ideas around, and the friend brought up Evergreen. I thought, that's great. Let's do that. That sounds like a great name.
It is, because, you keep everything evergreen. Rhonda, Thanks so very much. Rhonda Herman, Evergreen Tax Services today. Rhonda, thanks for your expertise. I sure appreciate it. Are you going to be there till midnight, burning the midnight oil?
Actually, no. I'm going to take the night off.
Ah, good for you. Rhonda, get out of there. Thanks for your expertise and joining us on KFGO today.
Thank you.
Take care. Rhonda Herman, Evergreen Tax Services today. Get a hold of her. You all heard all the stuff there. There's all sorts of things to claim. 422 at the